think about it, Harry and Meghan are reality TV stars. Their docu-series for Netflix was a reality television spectacular, no two ways about it. Made a lot of money for the channel, didn't recoup that big cost that they had, but of course they felt they were telling their truth. Love that phrase, don't you? Their truth. Normally it's their truth because it's not true, you know, the sort of thing. But of course for them and for Netflix, this was an ideal match made in heaven. And they were dubbed, were they not, for a period of time, the brand new Kardashians. Now the Kardashians, unless you have been living on another planet for the last 15 years, are a family of people that get on and don't get on, and their lives are played out on a television show which used to have a huge weekly audience. It was all about rich people falling out and their romances and non-romances, but really, you know, let's be blunt, there wasn't really that much talent between all of them, but they've built a billionaire empire, all thanks to their mother, the super momager Kris Jenner. And this particular picture of course, Meghan's mother, Doria Ragland, alongside Kris Jenner, well, that ruffled quite a few feathers. But apparently all that's gone south. How true is it? As ever, let me explain. Hi, morning. How are you? You all right? Or good evening if you're going to bed. Thank you so much. It's nice to have your company. It's a funny world, reality TV. I've worked in it for many years. I was a judge on something once, and it was very cruel, in fact, because you know it's already fitted and set up and fixed long before the cameras are finished rolling. They tell you the plot. That's why I never enjoyed it. It's like everything. Reality TV is just really television without a proper script, a very loose angle, and the Kardashians have made a lot of money. Of course, by hooking up with Doria Ragland, Meghan felt that she could have opened the doors to the glitz, the glamour, and more importantly, the money reach to the Kardashians and what they've done. They've made oodles and oodles of money without any discernible talent. A little bit like Meghan Markle, people might say. Marry rich, and what's she really done other than give a few speeches? But the bottom line is that she had hoped to develop some kind of friendship. Now, the story goes that this has cooled. Has it? Well, yes and no. You see, the bottom line is Meghan was hopeful of sort of getting together with, Kris Jenner and having, shall we say, powwow meetings about how to develop her brand, America Riviera Orchard, and really what she should be doing. But the difficulty is, of course, the difference, should I say, is that obviously Kim Kardashian got famous by a terribly obvious and unvulgar reason, some people might say, to get to the top. And apparently Kris did more than enough to help her get there. So the idea of actually Kris operating and offering anything to anybody is a huge mistake. People forget that Fox, the television channel, also signed up Kris Jenner to have her own chat show. So diabolical was it was pulled before even mid-season. So you can understand, not exactly the towering talent that people make her out to be. According to sources, Kris is simply too busy, yes, too busy to be pinned down to offer advice to anyone, including a former royal. And while she wishes Meghan all the very best, she doesn't want to get entailed in building another business unless it's her own. Now, of course, if you were savvy, Meghan Markle, you might suggest perhaps that Kris might want to buy into it, take a percentage of American Riviera. But with Kris raking in billions from makeup to television shows to personal appearances, DJs, perfumes, you name it, truly has she got the time? So where does the relationship stand? Well, an excellent insider who worked for Meghan Markle for a period during that particular period said, it's, how do you put this politely, on ice. So not going too well then. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.